What's going on, party people? Kyle again here, and it's been a while. Sorry about that. Been super busy. Today I want to do a very quick video, super quick, on one less JPEG and how to kind of use the techniques that this article talks about in a WordPress environment, because that's just what I've been working in lately. Now, if you don't know what one less JPEG is, it's a very cool article written by Chris Ruppel. It's on 4kitchens.com. I'll link it up. And the gist of the article is people should really stop bitching about how large JavaScript libraries are, and just serve up one less JPEG in their web design. And that makes a lot of sense. JavaScript libraries, even though they do have a little bit of heft to them, a lot of them are already cached in people's browsers, and they empower the shit out of your website. So yeah, just take out one less JPEG, or use one less JPEG, and don't worry about it. He goes on to explain how he does it, and he essentially uses Modernizer, specifically the media queries built into Modernizer, in order to determine whether a user is on mobile. And if they are, then he references a different style sheet than his desktop users. And that in that different style sheet from mobile, he doesn't reference a large background image, so it saves them, 100K or so whenever they visit on mobile. I tried this out in WordPress, and one thing that I ran into was when you're overriding styles, you get that pop on load, on page load. Specifically, if you're overriding fonts. See, I encode my font face stuffs, if you see my videos, and I put them in my style sheet in order to reduce server requests, much like this. Yeah, you notice the Allegria stuff. I've got different weights and different styles, and they've been base64 encoded and thrown into my style sheet. I was serving up a small.css to my mobile users, which only had just a basic font stack, and then when I was overriding it with Modernizer and serving up big.css, then I was getting a pop, and that just won't do. So what I'm saying is, let's use a little bit of WordPress's built-in functionality, and let's serve up two completely separate CSS files, where the only difference in those CSS files is that we don't reference large background images, and we don't reference font face files in our mobile to our mobile users. Now, this is our rockstar function. It's called WP is mobile, baked into WordPress, and all it is a Boolean function that determines whether a user is on a mobile device. If it returns true, then yes, they are on a mobile device. If it returns false, then no, they're not. And we can go into our functions.php on any old WordPress theme. This is HTML5 blank. That's my go-to default. And we can use WP as mobile to serve up style sheets based on our user's device. I'm going to uncomment this really quick, and this is the default style serving function doojiggy in HTML5 blank. You'll notice that they're registering and they're enqueuing. If you're familiar with WordPress, then this is nothing new, but all it is you're registering a style sheet, and then when you enqueue it, that means you're actually serving it out to your users. We're going to go ahead and comment this back out, and this is the function that I came up with. You register your small.css and your big.css, and then when you're enqueuing, when you're actually serving it up, you're running WP as mobile in this nice little ternary operator. If it is true, then you serve up your small.css. If it is false, then you serve up your big.css. And this adding action here is just where you're actually initiating everything, initializing everything. So I'm going to link up to all this good stuff. I hope this kind of enlightens you, kind of gets you ramped up to start using this sort of stuff. Just by not referencing large background images on this particular project, and by not serving up font face files, my users on mobile were not loading up like 300K worth of stuff. And that's a pretty big performance hit if you were to just use standard media queries and not worry about it. So if you have any comments, questions, just want to give me a shout out, please hit me up on any of the social medias or in the comments below, and I would love to get your feedback. Until next time, rock on.